Okay, let's see how long I can get into this episode without mentioning to Anthony that I only have one single note from this entire, 2-week span. They're there. Okay, let's get in there before he beats me so that he can't be smug about it. There we go. I win. Get fucked, Anthony. Just gonna not tell him that I only have one note and it's a 2-second bit, and so I don't have anything. I have nothing. I live here in whimsy and wonder. Yeah, I can talk about Once Upon a Time.
Bloop. Oh, what?
Anthony.
Why am I muted? What the hell?
Why were you muted?
Muted. Manon.
Anthony, I had mysterious purple ink on my arm again.
Uh-oh.
And I've also realized why I had mysterious purple ink on my arm again.
Tell me.
So I was looking at it because I realized I had it one morning. And I was like, wow, is this like a weird bruise from laying on my sheets weird from my pillow? Because it's weird because it's like there's a patch and then there's just also it's made up of a bunch of different lines. And that's when I realized my partner dyed their hair recently. It was just the fact that they were on top of my arm.
Oh no. The worst. You guys are breaking up?
Hair. Yeah, for sure. For legal reasons, that was a joke because even joking about that will make them sad. So How dare you make me make that joke, Anthony? That's fucked up of you. That's fucked up. Anyways, we took 2 weeks and I only have one note.
What the hell? Really?
But don't worry. Because I have notes from before where I can talk about Once Upon a Time for a really, really long time.
Woo!
Are you eating?
A little bit. Sorry.
I heard a spoon/fork clink.
I'm just finishing up, but I didn't want to push on this recording.
The mouth noises are gonna be so bad. I'm gonna have to edit out so many lip smacks.
I don't think so. I'm trying my hardest. Sorry, audience.
You should be sorry.
Oh, okay.
So also, I probably need to record a little short today.
Okay.
Because I have several things I need to do.
Yeah, and I was late.
It's been a really busy week.
Yep. Can we do a clap sync just in the beginning?
Yeah. You don't even have to edit it, but sure.
Well, yeah. Still. Dunzo.
Anyways, welcome to episode 64 of the To Be Titled Later podcast. Today's the episode where I remember to do an intro. I'm Griffin. I'm joined by Anthony. Where's my script? Today I will probably talk about Once Upon a Time for a really, 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 really long time because it's a really stupid show and we just started season 4.
Wait, it's a show? It's not a movie?
No, it's a show.
Oh.
Don't get me wrong. There's probably movies of the same name, but yeah.
Is it like a Cinderella movie or show?
No. No. Well, Cinderella's in it for an episode.
Oh, I don't know anything about this then.
Oh my god. Jeez. Okay. 1 second. Let me send a text for timing. Okay. So Once Upon a Time is an ABC Family show underneath Disney where I want to read you a synopsis.
I would love nothing more.
Because I think that'll be the easiest way to start on here and then go absolutely off the rails. Once Upon a Time tells the story of a new world, one in which fairy tale legends and modern life collide. Emma Swan, played by Jennifer Morrison, is comfortable in her life as a bail bonds collector when Henry, the child she gave up a decade earlier, suddenly shows up. He's convinced that she is the daughter of Snow White and Prince Charming, who sent her away before the evil queen could cast a spell, freezing the fairy tale world in time and bringing them to present-day Storybrooke, Maine. After taking Henry home, Emma decides to stay in town to keep an eye on him, and she discovers he may not be wrong after all. So there are 7 seasons of this. It started airing in October of 2011.
Jesus Christ, wow.
It has a 7.7 out of 10 on IMDb and a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes, and that is frankly too high.
That's quite high.
Okay, so before I start... Also, this is going to go way into spoilers. I do not think anybody will care. But only up to the beginning of season 4. And mind you, I've had a lot of practice recounting this because I torture one of my coworkers with this information. So, an important thing to note, the evil queen, who I will also refer to as Regina, they are very on the nose with a lot of their, just a lot of their names, except for the men, because okay, Snow White and Prince Charming. Snow White is Mary Margaret Blanchard.
Okay.
You're going to tell me Snow White and Blanchard?
Yep.
Easy. Great. Cool. And I think they've kind of given up on that, but it's mostly because people remember their identities now, and that was really only a season 1 thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why. I'm sad they forwent that, because it's really fun when they have stupid names. But then Prince Charming, in the fairy tale world, his name is James, and then in the real world, he's just called David.
Wait, why is it different?
I don't don't know.
Weird.
Evil Queen's curse.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so so much of this show's budget has to go into the Evil Queen's outfits because, like, every flashback, she's wearing a different, absolutely cunty ball gown or like horse riding outfit. It killed. I'm not gonna lie. She is she is the most interesting part of the show and one of the most mediocre actors.
Aw, that sucks.
She's not a very good actor, but I think she's gotten better as the episodes go. But also, she is the most interesting part of the show. Okay, so season 1 is just this woman. The kid goes and gets the main character, Emma Swan, and takes her to Storybrooke, Maine. Yeah, Storybrooke, because it's like storybook, but with an R.
So smart. So freaking smart.
And they go there, and she's like not having it. She's like, I do not believe you. Fuck. She's got like a superpower. She's got a quote unquote superpower where she can just tell if people are lying. This is largely ignored except for when it's really, really convenient.
Okay, interesting.
Except for when it can Deus Ex Machina. All right. The Evil Queen is the mayor. Everybody's happy endings are ruined. Prince Charming is in a coma.
Did the Evil Queen get elected? Is this a democracy where she's the mayor, or did she elect herself?
So it's not an election. And also because the town is literally frozen in time, so like nothing changes.
Okay, gotcha.
It's unclear how/why this kid that she adopted grew up. It's explained later she like adopted the child because when they first moved to the town there was some random guy and his kid like camping in the area where the town appeared. Nobody can get back into the town, but they can leave the town. But she really likes this kid, so she goes through the whole process of adopting a child later. And that happens to be Henry. It's this whole plot that's set in motion by another villain, quote unquote, in the series, Rumpelstiltskin. We'll talk about him.
Okay.
And it's just this whole fucking process. But season 1, she comes to town. She's not having it. The flashbacks are all like the fairy tale people and how they get there. And it's just this thing where it's like the Evil Queen clearly knows what's going on because she made the curse. But nobody else knows what's going on. And it's just this woman trying to like help these people. And she becomes like sheriff. The original sheriff is the huntsman. I kind of forgot about him because he dies really early on.
Spoilers.
There's an episode where there's Cinderella and she's like accidentally pregnant. She shows up like in one other episode in that season and then never again. There's the Seven Dwarfs, there's the Blue Fairy and Pinocchio and all that. Okay, and season 1 is super uninteresting. Okay. It's a lot of like real world stuff and flashbacks to have the setup, and then they break the curse and everybody gets their memories back.
Nice.
Okay, that's season 1. It doesn't matter. Season 2 there's some like weird extra plot there where the main character and Snow White end up back in the Enchanted Forest. I think this is season 2. I could be mixing these up because it's been a while. No, this is season 2. There's like a wraith and they end up back in the Enchanted Forest where they meet where Prince Philip and Mulan have just woken up Princess Aurora, and then Prince Philip dies. He comes back to life later, like off screen, and they explain it in like one sentence. I don't get it. They like to queer bait with Mulan and Aurora. There's like a time where you think Mulan's gonna go, no idea what happened to what's his face, Shen or whatever, the Mulan love interest. He's just not in this. But like there's a point where like we think Mulan's gonna go confess her love to Aurora, but then Aurora's like, guess what, I'm pregnant, and she's like, oh, good for you, cool, bye. And we never hear from them again.
Okay, gotcha.
But okay, let's start talking about these characters. I need to actually start digging into the characters because I'm trying to go through the plots of the season, and that's not going to work until I explain the plot of season 3 because that's the one I actually remember pretty well. Okay, so the Evil Queen. Also everybody's related. So the Evil Queen, her mother was really bad and evil, Cora, and killed her first true love, and also plotted to have her save Snow White's life as a child so that the Evil Queen would marry Snow White's father, the king, and they would move up in the world. And Cora also tricked Snow White into telling her that Regina was in love with the stable boy. So Regina hates Snow White. That's how that happened. And she becomes queen, the Evil Queen. Prince Charming is not the original Prince Charming. The original Prince Charming is killed, but had a secret twin that the king hid away. And I don't remember this king's name, and I don't care. He's a dick. And so they go and get the farm boy Prince Charming. The farm boy and say that he's now the prince and pretend like nothing happened. And he's been forcefully engaged to King Midas's daughter.
Okay.
Why is King Midas in this? I don't know. He's like the only character that's not a Disney character.
Strange. Okay.
It's very strange. So then he meets Snow White he meets Snow White when she tries to steal from him, yada yada. There's a whole thing. It gets really stupid and sappy, and I do not care to go over it. Then as a side thing, there is Rumpelstiltskin / Mr. Gold / the Dark One. He's a deserter from the army. Captain Hook stole his wife.
Wait,
he's got
what? What?
So before he was Rumpelstiltskin had like magic powers. He was a deserter from the army, and he had a kid named Balefire with his wife, whose name I don't remember. And she like ran away and ended up with Captain Hook somehow.
Okay.
So then the army is like going to take his son away to join them for the Ogre Wars. That's some side thing. It's never really explained. Ogres are these like they're just ogres, and I guess there's a war. I don't know.
Okay.
They're just there when it's convenient for plot. So but how the army is like extorting these villagers is they have a being called the Dark One that they have the dagger of and they can control. Some strange man, who later is revealed to be the Dark One, finds Rumpelstiltskin, tells him about the dagger, so he goes and steals the dagger, and kills the Dark One, which is the strange old man, and then he becomes the Dark One. That's when and his wife runs away, is with Captain Hook. That's when he chops off Captain Hook's hand. And his son, Balefire, is really, really sick of his bullshit because he's just a massive dick. He's a villain. And so gets a magic bean and and is like, "Father, come with me to a world without magic." And then he doesn't, but the kid goes through the portal that the magic bean opens. Anyway, so that kid grows up in the real world, and that is Henry's dad, who Emma Swan falls in love with. She gets pregnant. He gets paid off by Pinocchio, who was also sent to the real world with Emma as a baby.
Is Pinocchio
and was supposed to protect her. Don't worry, he doesn't matter that much. He's just Pinocchio.
But is he a puppet?
No, he's a man. He's a real boy at that point.
Okay.
He turns back into a puppet, and it's like a whole thing. He's got like he is lying too much, and he turns kind of back into a puppet, but then becomes a boy again and loses his memory. Whatever. It doesn't matter that much. He's paid off by Pinocchio, abandons her. He comes back later. They fall in love. He dies. Whatever. We don't like him. He's boring. He's stupid. But after Rumpelstiltskin loses his son, he like moves into a castle. He's like a mentor figure to Regina, who teaches her magic, and he just appears in like everybody's story and stirs up shit. Anyways, he also gives this one kingdom help during the Ogre Wars, but takes the princess of the kingdom. Anyways, that's Belle, because Rumpelstiltskin is also the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
What the fuck? Okay, gotcha. Okay, what season is this out of 7?
I think this is still season 2.
Holy shit. Okay.
I don't think I've dipped into season 3 yet. No, I'm trying to get the like main characters and their stories together here.
No. Of course.
Like, mind you, in all of this, there's like the 7 Dwarfs, there's Red Riding Hood, she's a werewolf.
Okay.
That's her story. She is the wolf. That's the bit.
Whoa.
There's some other ones. There's like the Mad Hatter. They go to Wonderland a couple times. Regina's mom is in Wonderland. She comes out of Wonderland and the Enchanted Forest, and is when they get sent back in there fighting the Wraith and stuff. When they meet Sleeping Beauty and shit. Cora's still alive. She comes out with Captain Hook to try to take over the town. And like dies. She's dead by the end of that. Whatever. Good riddance. She's not a very interesting villain. She just sucks.
Okay.
She's the bad mom. That's like the bit. Mind you, this throughout like season 2, etc. The evil queen Regina is like trying to redeem herself, but everybody's being a major dick to her, so she just like can't. And I'm like, I was gonna be so pissed if they were just like, no, the cycle perpetuates. She'll always be evil. No, there is more redemption later. Okay, season 3. This is when the show gets ridiculous. Okay, season 3. Henry gets kidnapped by Peter Pan.
Is he a boy? Is Peter Pan a boy? Or is he a man?
Yes.
Okay.
He's like a 15, 16-year-old.
Okay, gotcha.
but also great question because it's kind of both.
Okay.
So, Peter Pan has like agents on the outside of Neverland that kidnap Henry and take him there because he needs the heart of the truest believer. Something yada yada. He's running out of magic power. Yada yada. He whatever. So they work together with Captain Hook. They all get there. They're running around. They meet Tinkerbell. There's the Lost Boys. It's all this. And what am I? Anyways, it's revealed that Peter Pan is actually Rumpelstiltskin's dad. They go to Neverland, and then he has to like give up his son so that he can become a young boy again, and he does, and just abandons him. So everybody's got daddy issues all the way down. Your silence is speaking volumes after I said Peter Pan is Rumpelstiltskin's dad.
I'm just like trying to absorb, like I'm I'm like in my brain, I'm like doing a sketch where I'm like, this person's dad, but they're 12, but they're 15.
Yeah, I really need a Microsoft Paint / whiteboard kind of setup for this.
Yeah. There needs to be you with a bunch of faces where you just keep like using your little laser pointer to point at people's face, like this is the dad of this guy and he's 60.
If we start doing a streaming bit like with Pokemon Emerald, I will have a info dump stream where we just like I will like write out a script and we will go over all these characters.
Yeah.
I'll have like a whole thing. So anyways, there's running around back and forth. It turns out Tinkerbell way in the past met the evil queen and was like, I can fix your life, and was like, here, let's use pixie dust. I will show you that your life's not over because your true love died. Here's your second true love, the man with the lion tattoo. That's Robin Hood.
Okay.
But the evil queen runs away, and so Tinkerbell gets in trouble and gets kicked out of Fairyland. Whatever. That plot point comes out back later. So basically, they there's a whole thing where they beat Peter Pan, but then they don't beat Peter Pan, and he body swaps with Henry. And then it's like a whole thing, and then they do beat him. Also, when Rumpelstiltskin's son first came to the real world, he ended up in World War II London. With the Darling family, and then ended up in Neverland, and then came to like more modern day New York.
Okay, gotcha.
So they save Wendy Darling from Peter Pan, reunite with her. She reunites with her brothers. They are never seen again, as far as I know. Okay, that is halfway through season 3.
Jesus Christ.
They have to redo the curse, or like undo the curse to get sent back to the Enchanted Forest, and Emma and Henry have to lose their memories. Time skip of 1 year.
A time skip.
They're living in New York. They're happy. Captain Hook's back. He's like, what's up, love? You gotta drink this memory potion and come back. She gets him arrested.
What the fuck?
Which, you know what? Fair.
Fair.
Captain Hook is in love with her at this point.
Okay.
But she's trying to choose between him and Neil. Neil isn't dead yet.
Okay.
Neil is Balefire. I don't know if I ever said his name's fucking Neil. It sucks.
Kind of dumb.
Okay, so we're getting flashbacks from 1 year ago in the Enchanted Forest and modern day. She's got a boyfriend. He asks her to marry him. She's unsure. Anyways, turns out he's a flying monkey. That's right. It's the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh my god.
Somebody's taken over Regina's castle in the Enchanted Forest a year ago. It's the Wicked Witch of the West. She's Regina's half-sister.
Damn, this is like a fucking universe, dude. What the fuck?
Dude, it is. It's crazy. She's her half-sister because her mom, Cora, accidentally got pregnant from a guy who was lying about who he was. So she had to send that baby away by magic. And then she found out Cora was her mom. And there was a whole thing with like Rumpelstiltskin where he was like, I actually am not going to mention you in magic, even though you're more powerful than Regina, because you are not the person that I need to fulfill this prophecy. And so she gets envious, and that's how she becomes green. She joins like a witch council, which includes Glinda. Dorothy comes in. She gets mega jealous of Dorothy, and sends Dorothy back to Kansas. And just becomes evil, but her power is in an amulet. So I'm saying all this. So the Wicked Witch of the West is trying to go back in time so that she can just like change that shit. And so she can kill Snow White's mom, because Snow White's mom is kind of an asshole and kind of ruins Cora's life a little bit. It's a whole thing. But so she redoes the curse and sends them all back. Emma's back. Henry doesn't have his memories. Eventually he gets his memories back. Who gives a shit? She is collecting things. She takes Prince Charming's sword as a symbol of courage. She has Rumpelstiltskin, who they thought died but was brought back to life. Turns out he and Neil are sharing a body. Neil has to like kill himself to bring Rumpelstiltskin back. Neil had to die. It's a trade, a life for a life. But they were in the same body because Rumpelstiltskin, after he was revived, took his son inside of him. They had to separate. Neil's dead, gone. Thank fuck. Gotcha. They had to. She had Rumpelstiltskin for his clever brain. And then she stole Regina's heart. Are you seeing where I'm going with this?
No.
Have you seen The Wizard of Oz?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Courage, a heart, a brain.
My gosh.
Anyways, she also needs Snow White's and Prince Charming's second child. They're having another child. They got pregnant again.
Oh my gosh.
And by they, I mean Snow White, because she needs a child that's a product of true love.
Okay.
So she steals the baby. She starts the spell. They stop her. They take her amulet. Regina hides her amulet away. They put her in jail. Rumpelstiltskin, who, as you recall,
is the son of Peter
is dating Belle, is in love with Belle. Because he's also the Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Okay. Yep.
Also, when they were in the Enchanted Forest, Belle and Neil were trying to revive Rumpelstiltskin, and the Wicked Witch of the West planted Lumiere in the library there to get him to trick them to doing the thing, to revive Rumpelstiltskin.
Naturally.
Naturally. What the fuck was I even talking to? Anyways, so she's in jail. Also, sorry, the Wicked Witch is in jail.
Okay.
With no magic powers, Rumpelstiltskin lies to Belle, says he's giving her his magic knife because he trusts her. He has the real magic knife, that lying bitch.
Does not trust her.
He goes and stabs the Wicked Witch. She is dead. The magic is released from her amulet, which activates the time travel spell.
Okay.
And Emma and Captain Hook get sucked into it.
Okay.
And travel back in time to when Snow White and Prince Charming first met. And there's a whole Back to the Future shenanigans where they like fuck up the mating and then they fix it. Whatever.
Okay.
Side note, in the present, the Evil Queen and Robin Hood have now met and fallen in love.
Okay.
Maid Marian died forever ago. So it's Robin Hood, his kid. Robin Hood and Maid Marian. She's the love interest of Robin Hood. Anyway, she's dead.
Okay. She's dead.
So anyways, Emma Swan and Captain Hook go back in time. This is like the last 2 episodes of the season, by the way. They were mostly unnecessary. They could have been 1 episode. They were just running out of plot.
Okay.
They go through all this bullshit. Emma gets locked in jail, frees herself and frees some random woman, unnamed woman that she's with. They're like, we have to bring this woman back to the future. That's whack. She's like, Emma at some point is like, I've lost my magic. There's a whole curse thing that the Wicked Witch put on her. They find Rumpelstiltskin in the past. He's like, I can probably get you back to the future. And he's like, I have a magic wand that can replicate any magic that's ever been cast. He's like, the time travel spell can only be cast by somebody who's traveled through it, and you don't have any magic, so get fucked. I'm putting you in a vault where I store all the darkest magic, because you can't exist, and I'm drinking a memory forgetty potion.
Okay, I like that.
Anyways, but Emma has the magic wand in her hand when she gets sent there, so like obviously she gets her magic back. They try to jump back through the portal with the random woman. Also, urn, like a weird magic urn comes through with them. And I'm going to say this now before I reveal like what happens with that urn, because that is a plot point. It's very obviously a plot point. It comes from the magic vault of dark magic that he's afraid of. Okay, we'll talk about that. But I haven't mentioned this yet, but the genie from Aladdin falls in love. This is way season 1. Falls in love with the evil queen, and she turns him into the magic mirror, like the mirror on the wall magic mirror.
Yep. Okay.
Also, he's played by Giancarlo Esposito of Breaking Bad fame. He's the only well-known actor in this show.
It's funny.
Okay, so that's the genie from Aladdin. Never had a friend like me. Yep. Whatever. She uses him to kill her husband, the king that she's not in love with, and become the sole ruler. Whatever. Season 1 shit. Who cares? So they travel forward in time. They're having a celebration. They did it. They won. Everything's fine. Also, when they were lying about their identities in the past, Emma was like, my name is Princess Leia. Anyway, so there's like a whole side conversation there. Turns out the random woman is Maid Marian. She's not dead now. Dun dun dun. Much like Snow White ruined the evil queen's romance in her childhood, Emma has now ruined the evil queen's redemption romance.
Wow. So is that the past or the future self of her? Like, or is she just not, was it just the present self?
It's the past version, but because they all got frozen in time, it's really, really weird because that's how the curse works. Okay. So they're all like the same age. The only person who ages in this really is Henry, and it's very obvious that's why they did the time skip, because he's also very clearly going through puberty because his voice sounds like shit.
Oh, okay. So these are children?
None of these people are children, just Henry.
Just Henry. Okay, gotcha.
These are all grown-ass adults in their like 30s.
Okay, gotcha.
So anyways, I bet you're wondering, what's the urn? What's in the urn?
What's in the urn? Yeah.
Anyways, so it flashes back to the barn where the time travel spell was being cast. The urn tips over. Blue ooze comes out and fills the like crop circle that was the spell, and then starts to congeal towards the center. That's right. Actually, guess. Blue goo, Disney property.
It's
not the genie from Aladdin, which is why I said that earlier.
It's not the genie. It's blue goo. I'm gonna say it is blue goo. Blue goo. I'm going to say it is the goo of I was going to say hungry caterpillar. That's definitely not that. No. But it's the fever dream that would make me believe it.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. When they go to Wonderland, they do see the fucking caterpillar that's using the hookah.
It's kind of what I was thinking too. I don't fucking know. I really can't think of a blue creature.
Also, when I mentioned Wonderland, I didn't mention that Cora gets trapped there and is the Queen of Hearts.
Oh.
And Alice is the Mad Hatter's daughter, and I don't know what happened to him, actually. I don't remember. He might die, whatever. Anyways, the blue goo, yeah, that's Elsa.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, gross.
Yeah, unclear how or why that works, because, hey, also, that's the end of season 3. Season 4, first couple episodes, she can't control her power, and she's looking for her sister.
Is this Goosa? Goo Elsa?
Yeah, Goo Elsa. Yeah. Okay. Elsa is looking for Anna, and we're getting flashbacks again to, like, where did Anna go? First of all, Arendelle, their kingdom, totally CGI. Completely CGI. Also, they're going weird cartoony with the flashbacks where, like, the rock trolls are just, like, animated things, and that fucking reindeer, like, spikes the camera, like Jim from The Office style. And like makes noises. It's so weird.
That's funny.
So Elsa for some reason can't control her powers now again, even though that's like the plot of the first movie. Whatever. But it's like it is post Frozen 1. So Elsa's in town causing like havoc on accident, looking for her sister. And they flash back in time. Anna is about to be married to Kristoff, the reindeer boy. Not the actual reindeer, just the man with the reindeer.
Okay, of course.
But she's like, I have to. But Elsa finds a journal from her parents. Also, at the beginning, it shows her parents on a boat, and they're like, our daughter has to know the truth. And they write a letter, put it in a bottle, toss it in the ocean. That's a foreshadowing for something that will solve every single problem and let her control her powers when she finds it. Obviously, that's how the show works. But she finds a journal from them, and she's like, oh my god, it's all my fault. Everything's my fault. I'm so sad. Anna's like, it's not. I'm gonna prove it. And sneaks off and leaves to go to the Enchanted Forest where her parents went. Because of course that's where they went. And Anna finds Prince Charming, but when he was still a farm boy, he's got like long hair. It looks like shit. Which for some reason, farm boy Prince Charming and Kristoff the reindeer guy know each other. Okay. And like are sharing news frequently because he knows that Kristoff is engaged. Mind you, this is like a 2-week travel by ship. It's far enough away that they refer to it as Misthaven, and they're like, oh, you probably know it by something that the people who live there call it, the Enchanted Forest. Unhinged. Insane. Fucking suck. So she goes there, and this is where, for the first time, I have yelled at the TV during this show. Okay. Where I just was like, fuck off. So she's there talking to him, and suddenly a war horn sounds, and there's a carriage coming their way with like a couple of soldiers with it. And Anna's like, who's that? And Prince Charming is like, that's someone you don't want to mess with. Bo Peep.
What the fuck? The fucking sheep lady?
Yeah!
What the fuck?
Anyways, she's supposed to be like the most powerful warlord in the area. She also only ever has the 2 soldiers.
Okay.
So I don't know how that's explained. She's got a magic crook that she can like mark people and then always find them through its magic.
Yeah, but that's
also, she has a Cockney accent. And so she marks all of them Prince Charming, his mom, and Anna. She kidnaps Anna at one point, and that's when Prince Charming finally gets courage and fights. Whatever. He defeats her 2 soldiers and her. It's like nothing. They go find Bo Peep again in the present and take her crook, and they're like, because they're trying to calm Elsa down, and they're like, look, she's alive, she's somewhere. It just gives a heartbeat. Whatever, man. And that calms her down. Elsa has accidentally created a ice wall around the area, and she traps herself and Emma in the ice wall. And Emma has to help her control her magic a little bit. And goes through like hypothermia. When they get out of the ice wall, it's clearly supposed to be a conversation between Prince Charming and Elsa. And Captain Hook has to like bridal carry Emma off of the screen. But this actor is clearly not built for that. And his face gets so fucking red when he picks her up. And that is so funny.
That's funny.
Also, she's dating Captain Hook now. They're like a thing at the end of season 3, beginning of season 4.
Gotcha.
And so now the final part where I'm at, end of episode 2 of season 4.
Okay.
They're like, why can't you get rid of Elsa tries to get rid of the ice walls because they're friends now. And they're like, oh shit, I can't she's like, oh shit, I can't do it. And they're like, why? They're like, well, somebody else must be doing it. Cuts to some lady in an ice cream parlor. And then she freezes some milk into ice cream and then just like leans against the fridge and totally freezes it into ice. With no idea who she is. Nothing. That was just the end of that episode.
I'm going to say she is the gingerbread man's wife, I guess, because she's...
I don't know. I legitimately don't know. If it's really, really stupid, I will come back to you very soon and tell you.
So this is episode what of season 4?
Episode 2.
What the fuck? Okay.
Everything I just explained with Elsa, Bo Peep, that was all season 4. 2 episodes.
Okay.
Elsa also accidentally gets scared and accidentally summons the giant snow golem. Who almost kills Maid Marian again, but then the evil queen saves her and shows that she's been redeemed.
So is there death in this show?
Yeah, but not really.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, there is. Neil is dead. Rumpelstiltskin technically died, but then was brought back, which is why Neil is dead. The evil queen's mom is dead. I believe Peter Pan is dead or locked in Pandora's box.
Okay, gotcha. What about
There's randomly just like Greek mythology. I wouldn't be surprised if just like Daedalus shows up. Like they're gonna tell us that this fucking new ice lady is like Demeter and she's like trying to find Persephone and that's why it's icy. I don't know, dude.
That's weird. Is like the 3 little pigs, are they in this?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think the 3 little pigs have been in it yet.
Season 5?
Yeah, I say yet because I don't know.
So what is this on? Like what streaming service is this on?
It's on Hulu.
Oh, okay.
Also, I was just scrolling down because I've just been on a Google search of Once Upon a Time. And 1 year ago from Reddit, r/Once Upon a Time. Does anyone know what happened to Once Upon a Time? It had the chance to be a masterpiece, and instead it became a sad caricature of itself, capped off by a musical episode that is as jarring as it is. And I'm not going to read any more of that because that's where it cuts off.
Yeah.
There's a musical episode. I know season 7. Somehow they end up in Seattle now. And Rumpelstiltskin and Captain Hook are beat cops. And the evil queen is like a butch lesbian bartender. Not actually gay, because that's not allowed.
Yep.
But, you know.
Yeah, but she could be. She could be.
But she could be. And that last part that I just said is what was like made us decide to actually watch the show, recommended by a friend of
This
ours.
is just like a fucking fever dream.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. Well,
yeah, it's nonsense. It's nonsense and it sucks.
How often are you watching this?
Like every weekend. We won't have time this weekend, so I won't be able to tell you if there's any updates, but...
Okay. Well, that's okay. I'm thoroughly impressed, but also like I feel like I've taken drugs. I feel like that was just crazy.
It's an unhinged show. It is so like not a show. There's like just like everything happens and yet like nothing happens in it.
It's funny. I think I like kind of want to go to their Wikipedia and just like see what it's like. But I'll do that on my own time because I feel
Also, sorry, I forgot one important thing because I'm looking at the cast now. You might think Wicked Witch of the West. Oh, so they're gonna like give her a backstory. It's gonna be like Wicked style. No, her name isn't even fucking Elphaba. Her name is Zelina.
Why?
Selena with a Z.
Why?
Because they can't do Wicked.
So
Because that's not open source now. No, well, not open source, but like that Wicked is still under copyright law because it was only made in like the 90s.
So is all
Actually,
of this?
I don't know when Wicked was made.
Like, is anything actually like? Do they say Peter Pan? Do they say
1995
like Captain Hook? Oh, okay.
ABC Family is a part of Disney, so they're allowed to use the Disney stuff. But they're not allowed to use the Wicked stuff.
Gotcha.
But they can use the Wizard of Oz stuff.
That is okay, sure. That doesn't really make sense to me, but okay, that's fine.
But also they have to make everybody related.
I would love like a family tree. That'd be so funny.
I will work on it. When I finish this show, I will come back to you with, frankly, the world's most unhinged 2-hour write-up on what the fuck this is, and I will Microsoft Paint it for you.
Amazing. So excited.
I will draw lines. I will have pictures in my Word document that I will copy over to Paint, and frankly, it will suck.
Good. I'm glad.
Because I will not write it out fully. I will give myself bullet points, and I'll still be just as rambly as I always am.
Funny. That was impressive. I feel like I've learned a lot, but also nothing, which I think is really par for the course for our podcast. So I think that was great. I do feel like I have to lay down. You know what I mean? Like, like it's just so much where I feel like I'm like, I should just sit. I need to relax.
Yeah. It feels like a lot in the worst ways.
Do you think the writers the writers must have been fucking losing it, right?
I think season 1 and 2, the writers actually tried to make it like work kind of. Like there were moments where we were like, what the fuck is she doing? That's illegally obtaining evidence that will not fly. And she's like, anyways, we're gonna leave it here. We're gonna come back tomorrow with a warrant so we can obtain it legally. And I'm like, well, that's fucked up, but like at least you covered for that. And that was like immediately after. So it's like, okay, we're being reasonable about this. Season 3 and 4, they've lost it. They fucking lost it. They don't know what they're doing. Don't get me wrong, like they clearly don't write with a plan for a lot of things.
Yeah.
Like when Snow White is like first introduced, she's like, the evil queen wants me just because I'm like prettier than her or something. First of all, she's not. Regina is hot as fuck. But like that is later retconned to like Snow White accidentally killed her first love through her mother by telling her mother, and then all this yada yada blah 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 shit.
Interesting.
And
so how
long? Very, very different.
How long do you think it's going to take you to get through the next 3 seasons?
Dude, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. It keeps taking longer. I feel like we got through season 1 so fast.
Now it's just
the
dragging.
Rest of these have been like forever. But nothing's changed. They're all like, each season is like 22, 23 episodes, and they're all 45-minute episodes. So I really don't know why.
That's funny. Well, I feel like we've used, hold on. I feel like this is what is the name of this fucking show?
Once Upon a Time. This is a Once Upon a Time episode where I want to start my own Once Upon a Time recap podcast. Because, frankly, the show is unhinged and every episode has so much in it and yet so little.
That's funny.
And, like, especially once I finish the show, I would like to... It kind of would be tempting to, like, go back and analyze it in a way that's, like... And here's the things that they clearly did not plan for later down the road.
Like, they have to, like, retcon?
Yeah, basically.
That'd be funny.
Like, it's something that you never remember, like, later on, because you're just like, oh, this is how it is. And then the show keeps just being like, what about this? But I'm sure they said things early on that make everything, like, not matter.
Yeah.
There's a whole plot line where they're growing magic beans because they found the last giant, and he comes to the world. He hates humans because humans killed his whole family. And it turns out that was the original Prince Charming, and Jack the Giant Slayer of Jack and the Beanstalk, who's actually a woman named Jacqueline. That's how they fuck with you. They're like, she's like, oh yeah, I'm Jacqueline. I also go by Jack.
Oh, and you're like, there she is.
because you just see her skeleton originally, and then they do that in the flashback. It's
Oh.
like not drawn out at all. They just reveal it immediately. It sucks so hard.
After this episode, I'm gonna go onto Wikipedia or the Reddit and see if there's like a Reddit forum for this. I'm like kind of excited.
There's r/Once Upon a Time.
Okay, I'll have to immerse myself.
I need like a drink after that. I just talked at you for like 40 minutes.
Which is so funny because I just feel like I was just absorbing, like my brain hurts, but it's so fucking funny. Oh my God, there's so much.
This is the most Griffin-ass episode there's ever been. I want you to know when I'm doing this to my coworker at work, I'm like, now, Rumpelstiltskin, who, as you recall, is also the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. And every single time he's like, you said that every time, and it flashbangs me every single time.
This is so fucking funny. I'm gonna have to find like
also,
a meme and send it to you.
Ariel is in it. Mermaids can travel between worlds freely. And the evil queen impersonates Ursula to give her, to like trap her, or to trap Snow White with a tail, because then they can swap, but they can't take the magic bracelet off. But then, dude, I don't even fucking remember. Whatever. Happy ending. In Wonderland, they use her to send a message because they need Belle to get them Pandora's box. And, she's like, I'll make it so the bracelet gives you a tail however much you want.
Can you guess how many people are currently active on r/Once Upon a Time?
142.
16 people.
That tracks.
So
I thought it was going to be surprisingly high.
No, it's characteristically low. This is funny.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me.
This is wild. Wait, is this the lady? Hold on. Oh, I thought this was the lady from SVU, but it's really just Regina. Okay.
Which
depends
where.
Season 7. I guess there's a lot of hot takes of Regina, so there's that.
I mean, Regina is my best. I'm gonna get spoiled if I look at this at all.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I can't.
You should not look at this.
I can't because I need to be surprised so I can come to you with like the proper amount of energy and rage built up within me. Because if I get spoiled on something, like I saw Emma with white hair somewhere in there, something happened to her. I literally do not care what.
Yep. No, you can't.
I'm going to assume that somewhere in the 7 seasons she goes evil mode. She goes dark Emma for at least a little bit, and I'm gonna assume that's that. Just because what else are they gonna write about? They've already somehow added the Wicked Witch of the West into this bitch.
Funny. I'm trying to find some memes. This subreddit is not a meme heavy.
No, it's not very good.
The issue is I don't understand any of these memes, and I think it's just pictures of the people posing. So
yeah, kind of.
That's funny. Well, I feel like comically it would kind of be funny if we didn't talk about anything else since it's been 55 minutes and we just have to end it at Once Upon a Time story recap, season 1 through episode 2, season 4. So I'm
trying to see if there's a Once Upon a Time recap podcast, and there is one just called this is a Spotify original, Once Upon a Time. This is a different thing. There is one called Once Upon a Time that the link seems to be broken for. That says to Spotify that says we're 5 friends who talk about ABC's hit TV show Once Upon a Time. 5 seems like too many people on a podcast for this.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait, they have a website, oncepodcast.com. Oh, this hasn't been going since 2018. Oh, let's go.
So weird.
Once Upon a Timing. How late was this one? Oh, this one uploaded 1 day ago.
Oh, spoilers, dude. Spoilers, be careful.
Oh, wait, no, this is only on season 1, episode 8. This one started in June. Wait, hold on. Oh, no, they're doing something different now. What is this? Oh, now they're doing the Vampire Diaries or something. Anyways, I don't give a shit.
Well, and with that...
Dude, we're done.
Episode 64.
Episode 64 of our Once Upon a Time podcast.
Yep.
Hey, you want to start a second podcast that's just you, me, and my partner, where my partner and I scream at you about the episodes?
No, we don't.
And you just sit there?
We barely have enough time for this podcast. No, we can definitely not add a second podcast where I have to mass absorb stupid amounts of information. No, I'm sorry. Maybe.
You're right. It has to be a stream. We can only do streams.
Yep.
That's the only thing we can add in.
I think in streams,
unless we suddenly start making a shit ton of money from this.
Yep. If there's real money, then maybe. But my brain hurts. It was
that's
so
fair.
much fucking knowledge. It's so funny because I'm going to be telling most of this shit to Allison, and she's going to think that I'm just making it all up.
You're gonna walk in and be like, okay, so Rumpelstiltskin, who's the dark one because he killed the old dark one with his magic knife, and then his name got engraved on it through magic, and that's how you can control the dark one by having the knife. Anyways, so he killed the dark one, and then he lost his son through a magic bean portal, and then he's also the Beast from Beauty and the Beast, so he and Belle fell in love.
Yep. But also, is it what's his
But also
fucking name?
Peter Pan is his
Peter
dad.
Pan. Peter Pan is his dad. Oh God, it's so fucking dumb. So who's his mom?
I don't know. She died before.
Oh shit.
She
Okay.
died when he was born. Who gives a shit? That's not the
Okay.
relationship we're talking about.
That's fine.
Also, Peter Pan wasn't originally his name. He named himself after Rumpelstiltskin's doll that he had as a child. Dun dun dun, because he
What?
did kill. I don't fucking know. Rumpelstiltskin kills himself to kill Peter Pan by stabbing Peter Pan through the back with a knife into his own chest.
But he's his dad?
Yeah.
Whoa. That's metal, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyways, thanks for listening to episode 64 of the To Be Titled Later podcast. You can email us at tbtlpod@gmail.com, and our Instagram is @tbtlpod. I'm Griffin. This is Anthony. Tell your friends not to watch Once Upon a Time,
Yeah,
but
please
to
don't.
listen to this podcast.
Yeah, please don't watch. Listen instead. Oh, that was funny. I'm gonna tell Allison so much shit. And with that, thank you, Ukrainians and Californians.
Washington was up there last time I
Oh,
checked, so
and
let's
Washington's.
go. My home state. Let's go. Yeah.
Ooh. And with that,
With
clap
that,
sync.
bye.
Goodbye.